Good morning, good evening, whatever it is where you are at. Welcome to Spirit Island with Jonathan. Today we are going to continue playing Base Lightning, and today's adversary is Scotland. We have beaten England and France so far, and today we are going to try to tackle this beast. And Scotland is brutal indeed. Let's see what he can do. He, of course, is famous for his coastal presence. He has 2 cities, inland 2 to start with, and this land will be his center, which is very difficult to remove. And his third effect here, that in coastal lands, build cards will affect lands without invaders so long as there is adjacent to this city. It means he will get a lot of builds on the coast. Not only builds, he will also explore with towns in the coast, and he will also add towns from his escalation. So he has a lot of buildings coming up. Just like England, he is similar to England in some ways. He will overrun the island pretty soon, and when he does, he will have this coastal card coming up pretty soon, which will ravage and build in the coast, which will trigger his loss condition. It will trigger his 5th effect, that is adding a blight to the coastal land. It will add an extra blight. So all in all, he is a beast on the coast. And if you cannot stop Scotland in his first turns, he will overrun you and he will win. And that the last thing that we should mention when it comes to Scotland is his 6th effect. After the ravage step, add 1 town to each inland land that matches a ravage card and is within 1 of a town or city. Ouch, this one is not fun. Well, it's fun, but it's not a joke. He have with this, he can it's basically like a little bit like high immigration for England, that he gets like an extra build in between the ravage step and the build step. It only applies to inland land, that is the only thing that's good about it, but otherwise, yeah, it's like a ravage and then a build and then another build and then explore, and the explore is also a build. So it's basically ravage, build, 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 and then escalation, so that's another build. So it's like ravage, build, 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 build. So that's a lot of fun, and that is what we're going to tackle today. And we are going, like I said, to try to use lightning again, and we are continuing with base lightning. So let's see how that works. So we have we randomized the board, and we got B board. I think might not be the worst, maybe it's not the best either, but let's see. Level 6 Scotland, let's start this game. So we have Initial Explore.
Initial Explore, Wetlands.
And this Initial Explore adds only explorers. From now on, this the Explorer will add towns instead of explorers on the coast, but that does not apply for the setup. So this is only Explorer. This is only an Explorer. So what are we going to do here then?
Grow phase.
So we have 2 options. We could go with the second option, add 2 presence, or we could go with the rush option and kill this town and explorer as soon as possible, or this explorer. It all a little bit depend on what we are trying to do here. Are we trying to get to this innate as quickly as possible? I mean, he has 2 cities here, and they are, like I said, very important to get rid of. So we can do that from our innate, and that's pretty much the only way we can kill his cities from our powers. Now of course we can also use the Han and try to set up a counterattack, but we do not have any defend card or anything like that. So this is the big problem that we need to consider. But if we focus on the coast too much, he will build in the inlands, and like I said, he has so many builds, so eventually everything will just be full of towns and buildings, towns and cities, and yeah, I don't think we can survive that when the coastal card is coming up. So I think what we're going to try to do is to restrict his access to the inland lands. My usual strategy to try to prevent the exploration in the most inland land, 8, 7 and 6 and so forth, as much as possible, and try to shovel him out into the ocean or near his capital here. Of course we have to be careful that he doesn't have too much stuff around, but if we can manage to keep him in check for the inland, we will have time to clear his coast later. But it is not many moves, so we really need to play it carefully here and consider every option. But I think for this particular instance, I think we need to kill this town, because he will explore otherwise into the coast or to the jungle and the mountain here, 8 and 7. So it will be important to remove him. However, he will build here another town. Even if you kill his town, this town, he will build another and explore. So we also have to remove his explorer here then. So let's do that. Add a presence and gain energy. We play 3 card plays. We play him here. We play us here so that we get access to the coast. And we are going to play powers next.
Play powers.
And we are going to play not Shatter Homesteads. This is what I played in the first game, and this is also a very aggressive opening. You get 2 towns that you can destroy in the very first turn, but there is an option here, and that is to play Raging Storm. It is the same opening with a slight variation. In the next turn we can play Shatter Homesteads. So you can, depending on the situation, maybe this one is better or this one. In this case I think I will do this to get rid of this explorer.
Fast powers.
So we make everything fast. At least we make this fast and this fast. And this will destroy, the Thundering Destruction will destroy the town. One fear. And Raging Storm will take care of his explorer. And Harbingers of the Lightning can move to the Han, but I'm not sure where we want them. We don't need them in the fast phase, so let's wait until the slow phase to play this. We could make it fast, of course, but I don't see why. So let's wait at that.
Build wetlands.
So he will build a town here.
Explore mountains.
So we got mountains, and that is good news because, well, good and bad news. The bad news is that he's going to ravage here soon, and we probably cannot stop that. That means we will look at 2 blight here because of the runoff and bilge water effect. But the good news is he cannot explore into land 7, and that means we get some opportunity here to keep trying to prevent him from exploring. But let's see, we are at explore. He should add a town here because of the trading port rule, and that is his explore.
Slow powers.
So let's see, he is going to ravage here. We can take care of that with a town destruction, the Shatter Homesteads. So this is sold and the explorer will die from that. So what we have to consider is this one. He will build here, but he has a disease. So we have some opportunity to grow here, but where do we want the Han? I think we want the extra fear, so we could possibly push them in here, and then we could push them again before they ravage. We have one more turn to do that. If we play this next turn, we could play Harbingers and move them out so they don't die. Or we could even try to set up a counter attack here, maybe. Let's see. But we can. I think we should do that. We move them in here and get one fear for that. Yeah, because we want to keep this Dahan here for killing the explorer, but I want I want the fear. So we are not going to sacrifice those Dahan, they are important, but we have time to move them out.
Time passes. Grow phase.
So like I said, now we have time to grow and we can place 2 presents. And we will add the top track, make a sacred site here, and we can make another start with another presence here so that we can access the 8th land also.
Play powers.
So we will play Shatter Homestead and kill that town. And of course we have to do that in the fast phase so that he won't ravage and kill and blight 2 blights.
Fast powers.
I already played this, sorry. Yeah, and we could make it fast because we had an heir, so that's no problem.
Event.
So our first event. Overconfidence. If you have any earned fear card, discard 2 of them now. Yeah, we have a fear card, so we can discard that one, unfortunately. And then we have Beast Multiply. On each board, add a beast to a land adjacent to Beast. Then destroy a Dahan in a land with Beast. So we don't want to add him where we have Dahan. We don't need to do that. We can add him here. It is better we don't lose any Dahan. When Invader Ravage, if the land has both Dahan and presence defend 5. It doesn't apply.
Ravage. Wetlands.
So he will ravage here and he will die. And then we have run off and bilge water. After a ravage action adds blight. Well, he didn't do that. And then you have export fuel. After the ravage step, add 1 town in each inland land that matches a ravage card and is within 1 range of town city. So this is the 6th level effect, and it doesn't come into effect because this one is not in range, of course, and this is a coastal land. It only applies to inland land, so we managed to avoid this export fuel, which is good news.
Build mountains.
So he will remove this disease and no build for him over there.
Explore wetlands.
So he explores wetlands, and now it is important to think about ordering of exploring here. He will not explore here because he has no source. He will explore here and he will add a town. But since I did that in that order, he won't explore here because he has already explored, if that makes sense. And then we have ports sprawl outward, stage 2 escalation, add a town to a land with the fewest town. We are already at stage 2, so he's already starting to escalate. So where do we want another town? Well, I guess we will add him. Here, so that he doesn't contribute to exploring into the inlands. We want to keep them clear as much as possible. This one I want to get rid of as soon as humanly possible so that he cannot explore into these lands. If we can keep him here at the coast, I think we have a chance here.
Slow powers.
No slow powers.
Time passes. Grow phase.
So now let's see, can we afford here to grow again? That's always the first thing we should consider. Can we add presence here, get 5 card plays? That would be kind of cheesy to just not do anything. Let's see, he will ravage here and he will build here. And he will build a city. And he will kill my Dahan. Of course, that's not optimal. So I really should move them out of there. Yeah, so let's not be too radical here. Let's not try to add presence or something like that. Instead, I'm going to try to kill him. I'm going to remove my Dahans from there and yeah, prevent that build and prevent exploration. I think that is what we are going to try to do. So let's do that. We reclaim, we gain a power card. And now we are looking to find, of course, a fire card. Hopefully, or preferably, one that does not cost any energy. It's very important to try to get 0 cost cards. That is what we want. Let's see. We have some interesting cards here. These are all very nice, maybe not Uncanny Melting, but the other 3 are all pretty nice. Now, this doesn't have a fire, but it does have Defend 5. And Defend 5 for 0, it is quite good. Now, the problem here, of course we would like to use it here to kill those cities. But the problem is we do not have any presence there, and this is 0 range. Now, of course, it is increased the power range by 1 here, and we have air. So that is a little bit tempting. Defend 5, and we could make it 1 range in here. Could we kill one of the cities? We could add in a Dahan. Defend 5 and maybe kill that town. Let's see, we have 3 energy. We could kill a town. We could move in Dahan. We could put some defense here. But we cannot kill both, can we? Yeah, maybe we can. We can kill one with Shatter Homesteads. We can kill one with Thundering Destruction. We have these 3, but of course this one does not have either fire or air, so we won't trigger this innate. That's a problem with these cards. That's tempting to take, but we do not have fire. It is that you won't trigger the innate, and this will be a dead card in the later game. But we also have this one to consider. This adds a Strife. And this is 0 cost fire. We can do the same thing with this, but only we can put Strife on one of them and we can kill another town. Move in the Dahan and kill 1 city. Now he will still blight, but that is 1 city taken care of for 1 Dahan. And this is also a pretty good card. I mean, it's 0 cost and it's 3 damage to town and explorers. That can kill a lot of explorers, but it requires the city. But this one is also tempting. And then we have Steam Vents. It has all our elements and it destroys an explorer. Always useful. The range is a bit lackluster. It's only a 0 range, that means we cannot kill explorer everywhere, but it is one way to destroy explorers. And we have all the elements. That's also very, very tempting, because that will make this innate very easy to trigger. I mean, if we have 5 card plays, we can even trigger the last one with these 5 cards. So it is has very good elements. But how I am thinking about this territory of strife. I mean, to get a strife in here, we could push in the Han. We have a ravage. We could play it this turn. We could get rid of 1 city, and we could get rid of him maybe. Yeah, that's very tempting, and it is 0 cost. And that is important. I'm going to try to go with territorial strife, and that's a strategy. I mean, the other one, achievement, is also very good. It's a difficult choice. But let's try this.
Play powers.
So we are going to put a strife, and we are going to move in that the Han. And we want to remove that town. And how can we do that? Can we remove 2 towns? We have energy to play both of them. Can we make everything fast though? No, we cannot, because we have only 2 air, and we need this fast. And we need this fast, and we also need both of them fast. We need everything fast, unfortunately. So let's see. We can play this then. That means we can kill one of the towns, either this one or this one. If we kill this one, we have strife on 1, and we can kill 1. He has only a city left. That means we can kill a city. If, however, we do not kill him, he will have a city here, and then he can start exploring. And we kind of need to remove that the Han, otherwise it will be 5 damage incoming. That will kill 2 Dahans, and I can do nothing spectacular with the last Han in the counterattack. So I think this is how I have to play. If I play this, I don't have fast enough powers. So let's do that.
Fast powers.
We play Lightning Spoon, and we make this fast, and we make this fast. We put a strife here. And then we push that Han into here, 1 fear. And then we destroy this town. Yeah, I think that is what we are going to do here, because now, yeah, he can build up a city here and he can explore, but that means we can get rid of this city at least. Yeah, let's try that.
Event.
Wounded lands attract explorers. Add 1 explorer to a land with blight. So that's an explorer here. It's not too bad. Let's see what we have else. On each board, push up to 2 explorer or 1 town from a land with beast. So we can push him. We can push that explorer that we just got somewhere. Let's see what we have else. In each land with town or city, 1 damage per Dahan. Then each surviving town city deals 1 damage to Dahan. Okay, so that means what is going to happen here? He is going to, in each land, 1 damage per Dahan. So 3 damage. Okay, so he's going to die from that raiding and retaliation. And then he cannot hit back. Is that how it works? 1 damage per Dahan, that each surviving deals 1 damage to Dahan. Yeah, so that's what's going to happen. He's going to die, and then he cannot attack back. And I think the strife must survive, because that is only removed on Ravage. I think. Yeah, I think that is how it works. And that means we can push him in here, even, because he will die from the Ravage then. Yeah, that worked out pretty good. I think this is how it works. Now, in each land with town, and we move this one from the beast chase, push up to 2 from a land with beast, and then in each land 1 damage per Dahan. 1, 2, 3 damage. 2 fear. Each surviving, there is no... Well, this one is surviving, but this one has a strife. Now, should we remove that strife? That's the only thing I'm a little bit uncertain of. Let's see the rules here. What about strife? Where can we find the rules for strife? Branch and claw, maybe. The next time they damage the Han and or the land and is then removed. The next time they damage the Han blocks a specific invader's damage the next time they damage the Han. Does that apply for that one? Let's see. When an invader damages the Han and or the land, each attacking invader with any number deals exactly 0. Using it is required, you cannot say it for each. Even the invaders are already doing as during Ravage. So it sounds like they can use the strife from other effects. So that means, yeah, we have to remove that strife, unfortunately. If that is the case, then we should not push him in here. Then I guess let's just move him over here. Yeah, so he will still ravage, but our initial plan is still the same. We can kill him in the ravage.
Fear.
Seek safety. Each player may push 1 explorer into a land with more town or cities than the land they came from. We do not want to do that.
Ravage. Mountains.
So he will ravage, kill off 1 Dahan, and then he will die. Well, we'll have also a blight here, and he will also have a blight here, and then he will die. The blight in the ocean, of course, is the runoff bilge water. And let's see, now we have the export fuel inward growth. After the ravage step, we add to indent land, but it is not in range.
Build. Wetlands.
So he will build a city here, but he will not build here, because this is not a coastal land.
Explore. Mountains.
So he will explore mountains, so there will be a town here and there will be nothing here. And then we have the escalation. So I guess we add a town somewhere. I think we will add him here.
Slow powers.
No slow powers.
Time passes. Grow phase.
Okay, so let's think. Now we have some cards left here. We could either try to use Shatter Homestead. We won't be able to trigger the innate, but we could kill 1 town. However, that means he will ravage here, and we will get a blighted island. So I think if we reclaim, we will be able to maybe play this one again. We could add a strife here, we could push in the Dahan, kill off the town, and kill off that city with the same strategy. Yeah, let's do that. Gain energy, reclaim, and get the power card. So we got a 0-card fire card. Let's think that is what we have to do. Now we don't, this one add, this is a lot of fear, but it adds blight, and we are not having a lot of blight left, unfortunately. But all the others are not our elements, and I think we have to take cards with our elements here. Are they any good? I don't think so. This one is pretty nice, but we do not have 2 moon. Yeah, now let's just take this one. 0. We probably won't be playing it. Maybe one time or something. We have, but we will have 0 cost card, and we will have the elements. That's the important thing. We can play it without actually put the things into effect. So we can use it only for the elements.
Play powers.
So let's see, we have, we want to play, we want to push the Dahans, we want to play the Strife, and then what else? We want to, if possible, we want to kill that town, and we want to kill that town. Can we kill them both? If we play this one, we do have that, but we have the same problem as the previous turn, that we do not have enough fast powers here. We do not have enough fast powers. We could play this one then, the same as before. I think that is what we have to do. We can kill one town, probably this one, and we put a Strife here, and then he will build his city here again. Seems like we are not doing much, but we are, every time we are killing him here, we get fear, and we are preventing him from exploring, and that's the most important thing. And we are getting cards every turn. But maybe, yeah, let's do, if we do this turn, we have a lot of energy left, and we can use that to play Raging Storm, Shatter Homesteads, and Land of Haunt and Embers next turn. That is a pretty good turn. We should be able to hit that innate, and we have two town that we can kill and 1 explorer, and we can even push something if we want to. So that is a good opportunity to play the presence. That is next turn. But for now, let's do this strategy again, same as last turn.
Fast powers.
We make something fast here. And we are going to make everything fast. We have air also to help that. We are going to destroy this one with Thundering Destruction. We are going to add Strife to him with Territorial Strife. And then we are going to push those Dahan back. And 1 fear. And that's 1 fear card. And that's everything for this turn.
Event.
Dahan trade with the invaders. Say, some seek knowledge, others are interested in tools and trade goods, still others simply curious. All hope to avoid violence, and the invaders seem amenable, at least for now. You may ignore their interests, then they won't participate in ravages. That is not optimal. Or we can pay 2 energy, aided by fire, so we have 2 fire, that's no problem. Each spirit with Dahan in their lands destroys 1 of them and generates 1 fear. We do not have any Dahan in our lands, so that's good, we could do that option. It's a free option, so at least we can do that. But what is this then? Change and help them learn from the enemy. Costs 6 energy per player, aided by air. So that's 4 energy. We actually have 4 energy. We could do that. What does that do? Dahan do not participate in ravages this turn. That's not good. Each spirit forgets a power card. That's not good. From this next turn on, each Dahan provides 1 defend in its land. That is pretty nice. That is pretty nice indeed. That means we can use one Dahan to defend against ravages of one town. That is pretty nice, but we do not have that many Dahan in action here. And we have to forget a power card. And that also means he will not... This city will not die, which means he can explore into the inland land here. I really wanted to remove that one, so that he does not reach at least land 6 here. Because this also will have a town from that Ravage rule. An extra town. This is an inland land that is adjacent to a city, so that will be one town here, and then he will explore, and from that town he can explore everything. So yeah, that is what's going to happen if we pick this one, and we lose all energy, so we cannot play anything. Now I think we have to do the second option then. We cost 2 energy, aided by fire, which is free for us. And that's it for that event. Nothing happens, we don't have any Dahan. Push 1 disease to the adjacent land with the most barriers. We do not have any diseases, so let's move on.
Fear.
Flee the pestilent land. We have 1 fear level, fear level 1, and each player removes 1 explorer or town from a land with disease. Again, we do not have any diseases.
Ravage. Wetlands.
So this one will die. 2 fear. And after the Ravage step, add 1 town in the inland, and now, like I said, now he won't be able to build that town. So yeah, I think that is the correct option.
Build mountains.
So he will build a city here and nothing else.
Explore jungles and wetlands.
And he will explore. We will get a town here because of the trading port, and here he will get an explorer. And again, he will not explore here because we can decide to explore these lands first, and then he won't have that source.
Slow powers. Time passes. Grow phase.
So we can play the other cards now. Do we want to play Raging Storm still? I think we want to get rid of that explorer. Yeah. So if we do that, we can kill that one, we can kill this one. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Let's do presence, add 2 card plays. And where do we want this? Probably we want him here. That's the most close land we have. Could be good to have buffer here.
Play powers.
So let's play everything here.
Fast powers.
We have this option also. That's a lot of fear, but it will mean he will blight. I don't think we need to do that. I think we have enough resources here to destroy. We can destroy this town with Thundering Destruction. And we can make this fast. We also made that fast with 1 air. We can make this one fast to kill that explorer. And then we can use Shatter Homestead to kill that town. 2 fear. And this one I don't think we are going to use. I still want a healthy island. I don't see... Well, he's going to ravage here. Anyway, I cannot stop that. It will be a cascade. No, it's too dangerous to he will put out 3 blight here. And yeah, it looks a little bit murky. Could I have prevented that? I don't think so. This city is... The only way I could have done that is if I reclaimed again. But I think That means he will build here and then he will conquer the island. I think we'll have to take the Blight and we'll have to take the Cascade and see where that leaves us. And we are not going to play that then, because that will probably make us lose. Or at least very close.
Event.
When exploring, once per board, place one town instead of one explorer. Excellent, that is absolutely what I wanted. On each board, add a beast to a land without Blight that has town. Okay, so that's a beast here. During Ravage, in every land defend one per Dahan. Yeah, that's not going to help me.
Fear.
Push one explorer or town from a land with Dahan. Or wilds or badlands. That does not apply anywhere.
Ravage. Mountains.
So he will ravage here, and we will have a blighted island. Now, there is this rule: if you get a blight card with only 2 blights, we can luckily we can replace that one if we play the solo game. That is in the rules, and we are going to have to do that because this one will cascade and one will go into the ocean. So let's replace that one. And we get another one. Let's replace this one also. So we got all things weakens. This one we cannot replace. So we will have one more blight. Ongoing, starting next turn. Invaders and Dahan have -1 health, minimum 1. The land takes blight on 1 less damage, normally 1. When you add blight, it destroys all presence and beast in that land and 1 presence total in an adjacent land. Well, we are not going to have any more blight going to be added because then we will lose, so we don't really have to think about that too much. But it's pretty good that invaders have -1 health. That means that my Raging Storm suddenly becomes very potent to kill towns. And he does not have that many buildings left, so this is going to be a cutthroat game, I think. Who will win first? But anyway, let's do things in order. First, we will have a cascade, and that means after Ravage action adds a blight to a coastal land, add 1 blight to that board's ocean without cascading. Treat the ocean as a coastal button for this rule and for blight removal. Now there will be a cascade here, so I have to add a blight to one of the lands here. Now the question is, will this blight also trigger runoff and bilge water? Is the cascade a ravage action? There are many rules here to know about. Treat the ocean as a coastal wetland for this rule. Let's see what the original says here. A ravage action adds a blight. Now, is the cascade part of the ravage action or not? What does the rulebook say about that? Cascade. Whenever you add blight to a land, if the land already has blight, you must also add blight to adjacent land. If that's I think this is not part of the actual ravage action, is it? Because this is a rule for cascading. This is not the ravage action itself. The ravage add a blight, but then the blight itself adds because of another blight, but that's not the ravage action. So that means this should not trigger, I think. This is not a ravage action. I'm going to rule it like that. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments. I think that is how it works. This is just a cascade. This does not mean that the ravage action will add another blight. If it does, of course I have lost here. But I'm going to rule it like that the cascade does not trigger that one. So that's that. Let's continue. That was the Ravage. What do we have more? We have export fuel, inward growth. After the Ravage step, add 1 town to an inland. That matches something. It does not apply.
Build jungles and wetlands.
And here we have nothing except for this land, which will trigger this effect. We have an adjacent city, so he will build here anyway, even though there is no invaders there. That's Scotland for you.
Explore coastal lands.
And now we are getting to the dreaded coastal land card. And we have also promising farmland. When exploring, once per board, place 1 town instead of 1 explorer. So what this means is there will be a town in every coastal land. Yeah, a lot of fun.
Slow powers.
No slow powers.
Time passes. Grow phase.
So we are back in our growth phase and we do not have any cards, so we are going to reclaim. Now we have the situation where we will die if we get 1 more blight, but we also have all things weaken here, which means that they have 1 less health. That means we can kill him with things like territorial strife pretty easily. This one can suddenly kill 3 towns for 0 cost. That's pretty useful. But it cannot take care of cities, of course, and we can only use it in where we have a city. But these 2 towns, for example, we could kill them with this one. And also Raging Storm will also kill a lot of things. We can kill everything here in one go if we wanted to. Yeah, so it seems like we should be able to pull something off here. If only we can kill that city then. This one will be crucial to remove. Either with 2 damage, but we cannot use this one, it does not apply to cities. And we have only this one, but we have 5 card plays. So what did we get here? We have some push powers. This one is a little bit interesting. 1 fear, 1 damage. This one can actually take care of 2 cities in one go. And it has fire and water, which is excellent, because that can mean we can trigger our 3rd innate, possibly, if we have enough energy. How much energy do we have? We have 2 plus 2, 4 energy. It should be enough to trigger that innate, I think. But then we cannot play territorial strife, because we will need the air. But we could play this one, and this, and this, and sunset. But we won't have an energy then to play that extra damage. So we can only kill 1 town with this, unfortunately. But that means we could kill 1 town and 1 city from the innate. And this one can kill 1 town. And this one can kill 1 town. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 towns that we can kill with this combo. It's not really enough. You will build here. I would like to play territorial strife here, if possible. I mean, we can reach the 2nd level pretty easily. We don't need any water for that, and we have plenty of powers to play. We have 0 cost here. We have 3 fire and 2 air, so we only need 1 of these. So can we play Raging Storm and Territorial Strife? Because this one will kill 1 land and this one will kill another land. Oh, I guess I have to use this one on this land, so this can kill 2 towns. This one can kill 2 towns. And this one can kill these guys. If I can hit the innate, I will destroy him. So we will only have this one left. But of course we cannot forget about those. They will ravage. We have to take care of those also. Yeah, let's try that. It's either win or lose at this point. We will take Sunsets, Fire Flows, and we will play some powers.
Play powers.
I will play Raging Storm, Sunset's Fire, and then our 0 cost cards.
Fast powers.
Now, I haven't thought about fast powers. We are going to need to do this in the fast phase, aren't we? So we have 3 things that we can make fast. We can make this one fast. We can make this one fast. And we can make this one fast. Well, I guess we don't need to play this Territorial Strife here. We could also play it. No, not this one. Raging Storm. We could play that one here, of course. That is how we can survive. So let's do that. We play Raging Storm here. 2 fear. We can play Territorial Strife. And we play it here. 2 fear. And of course they are dying so easily because of all things weaken here. And now we have this one. You can destroy a city. Is it really that bad? We have 1 more fear that we are needed. It looks like it. It looks like it, unfortunately. I guess that's just how it is. I don't think we can do anything about that. We needed those fast. Yeah, let's move on and see what we get for an event. Now it's very dangerous. Of course, we have only 1 light, and the event can easily kill us here.
Blighted Island. Event.
But I think we are good. Festering Pits of Blight. On each board with invaders, add 1 blight to a land with at least 2 blight. Well, I guess we did got killed from that extra blight here. Yeah, so almost very close, but not quite. We were 1 turn from winning, I think. Let's see what was going to happen. He would defend something.
Ravage. Jungles and wetlands.
He would ravage. He would add a town here.
Build coastal lands.
He would not build here, and then he would have built here.
Explore sands.
And he would have explored.
Slow powers.
We would have been able to kill this town, probably. And then we could have pushed some Dahans.
Time passes.
And we could
grow phase.
Play Reclaim just for fun. Let's see, maybe this one. Anyway, what we need to do here.
Play powers.
We need to play Raging Storm. That will kill everything. And the city will have 1 more damage to take care of. And I think we can manage that somehow. Surely we have something that can kill him. If not, can we meet the innate then? Yeah, we can.
Fast powers.
We can make this fast and kill this one. And then this one to kill everything. So yeah, and that would have been a win, but he was a little bit faster, and unfortunately he got us just before winning. So that was Scotland 6. I think I will try him again at this level. It seems doable. We were very close, and we just need to have a little bit more luck. I think there was the last one could have gone either way there, and we just have to do it again and hope for a better event. So if you're up to it, see you next time in the next game against Scotland. Bye for now.